Up now at the top of the park, you can't walk up around there. When we go across here now, technically speaking, that's not their ground, although there's nothing there to say it's not their ground. You just have a sign up telling you you're outside the boundaries of the country park. There's nothing there to tell you now. Probably do an insurance thing. So there's the old bridge there, like. I say it was rickety when I last crossed it, but say it's been restored since I was last on it. It's very, very thin steel. So all this fences here, this has all been new. This wasn't here when I used to come here. You see how the sun's shining today and here you're in the shade? It's so deep down. It doesn't get the sun. I want the time all that there, it'll be all ice. It stays frozen. You get a frost at night, the sides will be all ice and the water's dripping down, you get icicles. And you can go through the whole day, it won't defrost. 9 degrees today, like, so no ice. No chance of the sailboat coming down here. Well, they'll probably build a ramp sometime. Be a roller coaster, pet. It's a roller coaster need for here. But these are all new steps and all. Ah, before the water would have been running down the steps. You see the water run down the side? That's the old, probably the old steps there at the side. They put these old ones on top. And she's on the bridge now. I don't know if she can fall off or not, like, but I don't think she is. The only chance of falling off, she runs after a bird, like, but she could fall off. There's nothing holding her on. Now, I understood when they were storing this bridge, they were taking it away. I don't think that it looks the same bridge, so I think all they're doing is put new planks on. Probably put a sandblast in it and put on a fresh coat of paint. And you know, that's the same bridge there, like. So you see the way the water's dripping there now. Brilliant, and get all the icicles and that there. So you see, it's not dead straight, it's a wee wonky bit in the middle. Look what she is now, like. I've never had a pup down there before, like. She is, you can shake her a bit, like, you can't shake her. But like, it's only meant for churchgoers and stuff. That's the end of the country park now. If you keep going up there, you get to Dungiven next. There's another bridge down the bottom part, and young boys jump off it. They're like park boundary, no through route to country park. So that's because the church ground now, like, clergyman must have been given off, like. So, having said that, everybody's going to go through it, like. Do you think anybody's going to come all this way and see that wee sign and turn around? But there's the path. That's the way the other side would have been. Had those steps and all, but more rackety. You know, the strange thing is, they say you're out of the park boundary, but that's their fence. That's the Roevalley Country Park, put that fence there. So I would say this is still the Roevalley Country Park. Once you cross into the church grounds, then you're not. But they could, in theory, put a wee path around the side. Getting tired now. Here's another wee interesting thing here. You see there's a wee gap here in the fence. You know what the wee Christians and all do in this place? Do you know when they go around racking up all the wee leaves and stuff like that? They chuck them over the side. You go down there and they empty the wee grass box and all that. Hey, hang on. Is that some kind of wee holy well or something in there? I've never seen that. Look at that there. That's what that's for. So that's been built. Why has that been built? Doesn't look like it's a well. Luna! Over here, pet. Discovered a wee underground cave thing, pet. Like that's a rock at the back, and they built this wee wall and they built that wall. But that wee wall, maybe there's a tunnel underneath. I mean, like Indiana Jones. That could be an exit to the church. You know, back in them days when they're killing priests and stuff. Well, that's a Protestant church. But it could be a wee escape tunnel. I was found with these wee churches here. The clergyman's house is nearly bigger than the church. I think we walk around the church from here. Yeah, wee LED. Look at that. That's a nice wee neat LED light there above the door. I've never seen one as small as that. So there's a wee basement there. That's the boy what I'm doing. They start up the furnace to get the heating going. There's all heating now. That's the modern. Well, even that's going to do it. We're going now to gas, and now we're going to go with heat source pumps. So anybody watching this video now, there might be 5 people interested. I'm exaggerating, there might be 2 people interested. Or maybe one person might be interested. If I know what church is this, I'm going to go out of my way. I wouldn't normally be going over here, like I normally just take a shortcut. But I'm going to go out of my way and see what church this is. We church of Back and Beyond. Church of Ireland or Back and Beyond, probably. There's the driveway down to the clergyman's house. See, these clergymen, they knew how to give themselves good houses, you know. Carrick Parish Church. Lord's Day service, Sunday school, 11 AM. Morning prayer, 12. Lord's Supper, second Sunday night. Visitors welcome. Luna! So it's a wee dead end road, like. You come down that wee road there, it's a dead end road. What made them build a church here, like? Now you see that there, look. Stay there, stay there, Luna, stay there. There's the olden times, there's a gate there. Public had the right of way through that field. Farmer not let you through his field now. So them boys working in the mills and stuff, that's probably how they would have walked across the fields down to the mills before they built the Roevalley Country Park, all the lanes. We don't have that nowadays. Now they make you drive miles and then charge you for parking. There you go, it's a very small wee church, isn't it? The thing about a wee church like that, if you didn't sing or you didn't turn up, they'd notice. If you went in last Sunday, this clergyman knows. He looks up there and counts all 10 people. He noticed one missing. You're not going to get away with it. I buried your house there. Didn't see you last Sunday. I was doing shifts. I'm working the Sabbath day. Oh, what day crap, like. Probably boys are surgeons or something, like he had doing an emergency operation on a Sunday, but them boys don't see it that way. Then they go home and they make their dinner and expect electricity to be working. Yeah, some boys working in the power plant making electricity for their dinner, but that's different now. This is all new here, look, nice steps and all. Nice wee, I'll tell you, it's luxury now. I like wooden walkways, I guess, but I only like them if they get damaged, they can stay open. I don't like them taken over where one tree falls and you lose a whole section of forest. Just wee bits they got there is alright. Yeah, now that's the way the paths used to be here now. That's the paths I remember. But you're not walking hills, you're stepping and stepping like steps. You know, we're using tree roots and stuff, and it makes it easier to walk. No chance of her going into the field here now, is there? There's the cliffs above us. Next thing now, falling rocks. Now you see, nobody wants the insurance for that. But see how the park changes? That's what I love about this park. if you go to Springwell Forest, after walking 2 hours, it's still the same. It's the same. You go, you know, you walk McGilligan, first half hour brilliant, after that it's the same. Sand dunes. Walk around here, what's different? What's that different cliff there now, like? If the water's high, you can't always walk down here. The water goes right over this weir, and you can't physically get past it. Well, there's probably another reason why they say it's outside the park boundary. They don't want to take responsibility. She's going to drown yet. She is. See, some geology here now. Look at the different. I'd love to come for a walk with a geologist. There's all them wee spark stones, or wee seam of spark stones. You don't mind you bind together in the spark. So what was happening? There's 2 seams here of spark stones. One there and one there, and that's probably 1,000,000 years in between there, like. Just sediment river. There's more spark stones. Hey, why proud of spark stones there? So what makes, I don't even know what they call that stone. What makes them? What's happening here at the time? You think the Giant's Causeway is not far as the crow flies. We have some geology in Northern Ireland. Spark stones and flint. Next week we're going to Caravan. We're going to Port Rush. We're going to walk right down the White Rocks. Piles of flint down at White Rocks. You can tell with us, we're here. There's the mulberry on there. We just walked across it. There's some mills in here. You need to get a wee map to count them all. But it's hard to know who had the water at what time. If the water was running low and they took all the water, there was very little going down, and then the main big mill was the next one downstream, they would have lost their water. Then this one here would probably come back in again. I think it's a good place to play ball. There's a wee ball location here. Hello? No, not much in echo. It's worth trying, but it's worth trying. Let's play ball! So there's a wee sign down there now. That's the boundary starts again. So they're taking no responsibility. There's somebody else crossing the bridge. 2 people crossing the bridge. See that there, boys, eh? You think there's nobody else here? Oh, Luna's going to lose the ball. That's £2, Luna! £2 ball! You don't leave it lying in the water. You see, when you drop that ball in the water pit, you're going to learn to swim, because I'm going to chuck you in after it. You have to earn your keep. £2! I can't lose £2. So whatever time you drop that in the river, you're going to learn to swim. That's when you learn to swim. Oh, look, oh, Luna! Don't drop it into the stream. Oh, I don't know what's more nerve-wracking. Luna about to fall off a cliff or drop my ball into the river. Which is the most valuable? Well, see, if you fall over the cliff, I've no need for the ball. Luna! Go on, Luna, get the ball! Luna, get the ball! Luna, the ball! The ball! Get the ball! Luna, the ball! See out there, like, no time for ball wasters. Ball waster! Right, no, you didn't get it. It's going in my pocket. Oh no, that carry on. Ball waster! Lunatic and a ball waster. I'll tell you, the name's just growing. Come on, this way now. Oh, you brute. You had your ball and you left it lying. So there's the mulberry now. That would have been the overflow there. She's all filled in there too, like. That was all dug out by hand back in them days, like. Well, by the time you were 12 years old, you handed a shovel, digging your whole life. Digging canals, digging mulberries, digging food for spuds, digging tunnels, digging that. Most of the population must just be digging. Digging quarries. It's down the rain now. That's somebody left a wee ladder over there. That's somebody's wee fishing spot there. He's got his wee ladder and left it there. He thinks nobody else knows how to get there but himself. He may come something that wee ladder be gone. And some young hooligans are just coming, tossing in the river. Madness. There's sheep in that field there now. How doing?
Alright,
The fence down there is missing. There's a tree growing there. We'll keep an eye. We'll keep an eye. So that goes for water. I can't see the water. I'll just keep wiping it. It's that fine muzzle. See, you think back in the day when they built these weirs, the boys, they were digging out these mull races. They would saved out stone and used the same stone to build these weirs. When they come to replace that there, then they had to put a whole road and everything in, and then take the whole road away. Carrick Flats Weir, that's what it's called. So they had to rebuild that weir for the hydroelectric power down at the visitor centre. Luna! And they're not using it. There has to be something wrong. To go to that expense and then the last wee bit not running. So there's no such thing as free power. People say, oh, water flows through there and you get it for nothing. You've got to set up all that apparatus. And then trees are falling in, leaves are falling in, you've got to maintain it. It's a bit like saying you put a window in, it's maintenance free. You have to put window lean on and pay for window cleaner. Luna! Where's she going to come out now? Luna! Come on! Up! See, that's good there. See that wee plank of wood in the bottom? That's all it's needed. There's the wee plank. No, the plank gets higher here, you see. That's it to watch out for. Them boys are out with wee spirit level rather than wee tape measure. The wee tape measure and keep the gap, the right size of gap at the bottom would make better sense. But you see, if I was a local person here and I wanted to walk this every day and I found a bit of fence that she could get under, I'd bring down my only bit of wood and nail it on. And then you could do it every day without any hassle. I would do that. But from here one day, there's no point. Luna! I'll keep an eye now. I honestly don't think she's after sheep. But like, she's still wanting to get underneath them donkeys, so I don't know. Why is she going into the field with donkeys? So I'm not going to trust her yet. She has to earn the trust. She's taking the hard way down the river, but I ought to keep her foot. Very few dogs here today. Luna! Hold on for me now. Well, look at that there. Somebody's cut a big hole in the fence. That is unbelievable. What size is the hole cut out there? What's the idea of that? What is the idea of that big hole? And why is the farmer not patched it up? Luna! Hold on. I want to see if she takes an interest in the sheep. I am watching you like a hawk. I am watching you like a hawk. You dare scare any sheep, pet. You dare scare any sheep, and I'll tell you what, girl. I'll tell you what. A couple of pups now, come on. I'll sort you out. She's running at the wrong side of the pup. I'll run back at her. Right in. Hey, pup. Beautiful coat. Beautiful wee coat on it. Hey, you pup. You beautiful coat. Let them on out, pet. That sort of backfired there. I said beautiful coat, and I suddenly realised she might think I'm on about her coat. She smiled. I'm on about the dog's coat. She might be Polish. I don't know. No sheep are harmed in the making of this video anyway. Yet, we haven't got the end of the field. Luna! Where's Luna? Where's Luna? There she is. That's the end of the sheepy field. There's an olive field, and you just keep a wee eye on this, see what's in it. Hey honey, hold on a wee minute, pet, I catch up. You see her when it comes to blackberries season. If she's in the blackberries, that'll slow her down. She starts eating blackberries. That wee flat path there will take you to the bottom of the bridge. But if you want to go over the bridge, you can walk underneath the bridge by staying down there. We could have stayed down there. I've come to think of it, but we're up here now. Come on now, Luna! There's a wee mill laid across there now. Let's go into this mill down here. Luna! Some of them mills, they make nice wee houses, but you ever see Grand Design, whenever they start to restore things, like that there has been there, like I said, about 20 years since that been coming here. That bone's been sitting there perfectly alright. If you were to renovate that 20 years ago in Grand Designs, they would say there's no foundations on it, it needs underpinning, and there'll be all sorts of problems, and paying a mortgage for the next 100 years. And yet they're just still standing there, perfect. Luna! I need her up here. Luna! She might run on down to the bridge, but I can't take the chance of her coming back up here and going into this field. Well, she's down there. Luna! Luna! Is she eating something? Luna! So she's licking her lips. She's been eating something. What have you been eating? Oh, Luna, what have you been eating? You're bad as wallow at times. What's the point of me buying you expensive food and all, like? Well, it's 30-something pound a bag for food, like. And then she goes and God knows what she's eating. The other mill in the background now, concrete monstrosity, it had the steam engine powering it, it looks like it was never was powered with water. But it's funny how like the mills are here because of the water, but whenever they got steam power and electricity, they don't need the water no more, but they still build the mill in the same place because this is where all the workers are. All the boys with experience are here. I mean, you put a new mill, you want to pinch experienced people from other mills. Give them a wee bit more money, like give them an extra tea break. And then because it's built in the valley, they had to build a big high chimney to get rid of the smoke. Well, if they built that mill up at the top of the hill somewhere a mile away, and then boys had to walk to the works too far, you wouldn't have got the workers. Like, that's like a wee church door and church windows at the front, doesn't it? You wonder why they built it like that. Asbestos roof, but it mightn't have had asbestos roof when it was built. We're at the top of the bridge now. We're not going across the bridge, we come up that way, we're going down this side. There's another wee car park up here. We'll check the wee car park out. It's a very narrow road that comes down this. So this is Carrick Mills footbridge. It's just a wooden bridge. No, we're coming back over this way again. This here was added on a while back. It didn't always have the steel. It's a good thing, stops dogs going underneath. But it would be nice to see that ford restored. Oh, the rocks is long gone now, like, but that's some age, like, that's a proper piece of history. You know, I think they should keep Ford. Man, now, Luna. It's all about having bridges, like, but if wars and all break out, it'd be handy to have these old crossing points. Rainbow. We'll go up the wee car park. The wee riverside walks there now, like, but we'll go up the wee car park. I always thought this car park would be nice to bring the caravan, but it's a wide narrow road coming down. You think on this day this would have been a busy wee road? You might, oh look, what are you eating? What are you eating? Fed up eating, you can't eat. What is she eating anyway? No, but she was under my sister's house the other day, look, bird seed. She was under my sister's house the other day, my sister had a bag of bird seed in the hall. She was eating bird seed. I've been getting sunflowers growing in my garden wherever she sheds now, like. God knows, like. Bird seed can't be good, like. That was a big mill on his day, like. The guys just had a wee sign here, just saying what the mills were. They don't really tell you nothing else about them. Mill built such a time, by such a person, closed such a time, made such a thing. That's all they need. And a wee sign for that one. You don't have to go over to them. Just someone to sort of let you know, let you look at that. Because the farmers are still using these for storage and stuff. But originally they were mills. There's a wee car park now, like. Imagine coming down that wee road there, even trying to get parked there. Well, them two cars are parked at the end, that's the ideal spot there for caravan. Come down late at night, you could do it. A nightmare to get to park. That's our son. Luna, I'm on down this way. Luna! Luna, I'm on! All this fencing's all new. There's a wee stream now runs down the other side of that car park. And then there's a water mill down here. A place with an old waterway. There's a wee doorway into the Bangladesh line open. I always fancied years ago when I first came to this place, I always thought it'd be nice to renovate these couple of houses here as a house. But behind that there is an old mill pond. Because even tell you what it is, Scotch mull. Which one's a Scotch mull, but Scotch mull's beside the car park, so that must be a Scotch mull there. It's not telling what the big ones are. Carrick mull, Ford disused. Was a Scotch mull, Mick. But it looks like a couple of houses, but that was a wee mull. I said that the mull pond's behind it. I went round there years ago. The wee fences up now, they start be getting round. Before you're able to walk around the back. Did you think got in the middle of winter, like the middle of winter now, it's 9 degrees. So there's another mull here, and this is the Scotch mull. And when we walk on the path was where the actual water wheel itself was. And the last time I was here, you could still see the mountain where the water wheel was attached onto. So you imagine now, the water's running along here. It's all filled in. It's just all set of fence. I see the water's coming out here now. And with this wee fence is here, that's the end of your mull lade. You're looking at the mull lade there now. And it came straight down this concrete pass on you. So I might have dug up a wee bit of history. Well, here it is here now, like. So there's the mountains there for the waterway. The big shaft, the waterway shaft will go in there. There's the hub of the waterway. See the other plate over here. So it would have been around about there somewhere, the trees just lodged it. So this is where the actual big wheel would have turned. Yeah, boy opened the door, took a walk out. They probably had a bit of a wooden chute, I don't know. That's where the water wheel was, anyway. Never there in my time. But where is she gone now? I look at a wee bit of history and she disappears. Luna! 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 And there you are. You're like Houdini! Like Houdini! All over the place. What will I give you a wee treat? Oh, Luna, I've none left. Oh no, there's a wee pack here. Right there. Hello, Bob. Oh, there. I've only got a couple left now, Pet. I already checked for sheepy and all here now, Pet. That new fence up there now. See a wee bit of barbed wire, that's all it needs to keep Luna the wee beast back. Hey, that's funny wee posts out there like pencils. Hexagon shape. What the idea that is? I've never seen a post that shape for a farmer's field. There's sheep in there too. Yeah, look, she's not a wee dog now, you see. She needs to meet pup. And I think we're at the other side too. He's got his wee stick with him. You got your wee stick? Oh, you have to get your own stick, Luna. Oh, no, that's not your stick. Luna, that's not yours. Luna, find your own stick. Luna, get your own stick. Luna, Luna. She don't even play with sticks, but she just wants the other dog's stick. There you go now. You got one. Luna, Luna, no, you're not getting that wee puppy stick. Come on. Yeah. The boy's full of them. Get your own. I give you a ball, you went and threw it in the river. Luna, look. Luna. Luna. Do you want to carry this one? But you have to carry it. You have to be responsible to be able to carry a stick. You don't see that wee puppy throwing a stick at his house. Your attention span wouldn't be long enough. First sniff of stuff and you see that's you bored. You're bored. You just want something belonging to somebody else. A bit of jealousy in you, I think, Luna. Starting to rain again. So it's going to get wet. I need to put a wee wiper in this thing. I don't know if I like hexagon posts. It looks a bit hard. That's the future. Must be some robotic machine carving them out. That is probably going to run done before we get to the end of it. So we got the third battery in the car. I need to have the charger in my pocket. This side here can be a bit more boring. It's more, you don't see the river the same. The peaks, there's a couple of hills. Years ago it was brilliant. Just back before, I'm going back over 20 years ago. This side here used to be a lot of steps, not here but on further down. There was a lot of steps where they used ruby sleepers. It would only been wide enough for one person. And then back when I had wee Bonnie, they built this path here wider, and they closed off the old one, and they tumbled the sleepers. They actually went out of the way to tumble them, stop you walking on them, but there's still sections left but you couldn't get to them. And they put this new path up a steep hill and back down again, and it's awkward. Then near the end of the path then you've got a cliff, and there's wee steps took you to the top of the cliff, but that has since collapsed. It's just pure clay, collapsed, there's nothing there. The wee steps might be still there, but they're not leading anywhere. And they had to put up a big retaining wall. Luna! I haven't a clue where she is now. Luna! It's maybe behind me, she's going to the side, you see. Luna! 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 Roevalley! Why leave you behind? Oh, Luna! Why leave you behind, honey? Oh, but you go for a wee snuff and I desert you. Did I go and desert my girl, Dada? I wasn't sure if you're back or front. I was going to go on till we got these open fields down here, Pet. I'll have to keep a wee eye on you now. On you go, you might go down, that's okay, that's a safe wee spot. You got a gravel down there. Luna likes riverbanks. New hobby she has. I was once fishing. Luna! Luna, man! Luna, up! No, she's not really good fishing now. There's another dog there, is there? Luna, man! Luna! Luna, man! Oh, wee puppies he's playing with. I thought you were fishing or something. I thought, oh no. You're playing with a wee puppy? Playing with a wee puppy? I only have her 4 weeks.
Have you? She's big for all age.
Oh, she's a year and a half old.
Oh, is she? She's 5 years old.
5 years old?
Aye.
I'd like her to get to meet more pups. I got her from a rescue centre.
Oh, really?
But
Really home things,
she wants to go on after birds and stuff, and I'm actually sure she's going to give me a sheep. But now she's starting to go wrong riverbank. I'm just on her, I think used to. Maybe it's a fisherman now, she's about 9 now. So I have to stop that. But I'm sort of glad she's at that side instead of the fields.
Yeah.
But it goes through the brambles and everything.
Really?
Ah, goes through everything. Luna, come on! Another 5 years time to be quite enough there.
Aye.
This is all 5
I
years.
thought about him.
He's still not there. You still hyper yet, Pet? Come on now, wee honey, come on. I'll see you later. Come on now, Luna. Luna, come on. We're going to look at the grass. You're covered in grass. Hi then.
Hello.
Ah, a wee robin. Oh, no, leave the robin. Luna! She was at the wee robin. Look, the wee robin up there. The next thing in, she goes into the field, like. You know what I mean, like? Come on. And there's sheep in that field. And a big rainbow. And there's rain coming down on us. She's after a robin. So we'll have to avoid it. I don't know when the fishing season is, but this place is full of fishermen. So we'll have to avoid the Roevalley Country Park then, as she's taking up. Luna, we need to go this way, Pet. You're too long at that one river now, Mom. Why are they going to complain the video's been too long? Like, what can I tell them? Luna's hovering around the rivers all the time. The hand if I can get a GPS thing put in her, so I can track her in the phone. But I don't know how accurate it'd be when she's down a valley like this. It's hard enough trying to get a signal on the sat nav on your main road. And another wee birdie. She has not stopped running. That's the end of the new fence now. Farmer got a good deal last year. He got himself a new fence for now. When I came here years ago, that was a big, was it a field like over there? Belonged to a farmer, and they got the field, took the fence away, and the field was just lying empty. And I used to go up there and lie in the field with Bonnie. You can see where the sun's shining on it now. It was just nice sitting up in that hill looking down, sort of people watching. And wee Bonnie, she was sitting leaning beside me, like leaning in beside me. It was just nice to take a wee break. And some of the trees started growing wild. There's actually wee paths, wee ramps and all laneways, because so there's zigzags up and down that. You just don't walk up a flat hill. You see like a wee lane where a wee tractor went up and down one time. And started planting a few trees. Look at that now, you wouldn't get up it. But that's good for the wildlife. It's dense enough to keep people out. But there's no chance of walking up that now. That's 20 years. Luna! Hold on, honey. You want all these treats? Oh, you like these treats. And then, right, we'll take a look at this wee sign down here now, see where we are. Hold on, Pat, hold on. I should no water in this. No maps just tell you what's in here now. But the sport does, but now, when I was here years ago, very few people walked here. They built this new path. It's good if everybody can walk it, but they should have kept the original. But see if any of the original path still remains. There's a new bridge here. This wasn't here before. If you go up this hill now and look down the left hand side, there might be still some river sleepers lying from the old path. The old path was pretty close to the river. I went through there on the left hand side. Say now, it's a long time, most of it should be gone or overgrown. Just river sleepers put on their ends, and there were steps and all that. See if there's any trace of it. You'll probably find it, Luna. You're probably down walking on it in a minute. Luna! Come on! I think when they built this path, they had a fence at the side, no fence here now. Because they always do, they don't want you to go, when they build a new path, they don't want you on the old one. They try and keep you away from it. But because the old one's completely gone now, they don't have to put a fence up no more. Can't see nothing. You wouldn't know by the clay part, you know when you get the river sleepers. Don't see it. It's definitely in there. Yes, she's coming back. Not my girl. That my girl. Can you find an old path down in that pit? There's one on there somewhere. Hold on a minute, let us see. How you doing?
How are you? How's it going?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Where would you buy your wee dog's collar?
Oh, we
You know the pet shop?
pet shops on Connell Street.
You know the one on the car
By
park?
Lego.
Londonderry.
Londonderry, aye.
That's a lovely shade there, like.
I just know
yeah.
like it's that. She got that for Christmas.
That was a
like.
Christmas
Santa
present
brought
from
that
Santa.
there, so we don't.
That's a nice shade of one there. It's very hard to get a nice looking collar, like.
Aye.
Well, they have loads on there now,
Aye.
not there and
Loads, yeah,
loads.
definitely.
I only got her 4 weeks ago, like.
Oh.
I tried pets at home, like, but
No, just, are you from Roevalley?
no, the one day direction, but I'm
Aye.
down here all the time, like.
Aye, you know where Lidl is?
Aye.
Well, just in that car, you know, if
I
you're
never
coming
knew
in,
there was a pet
keep
shop there.
going.
A big pet shop.
Well,
in
don't
there.
turn right into Lidl, go straight, and it's just there. And what's
Right.
it called? Pets. Is it Pets R Us?
Pets, aye.
Pets
Right.
R Us.
It's in that big
It's in there,
That's grand,
but they have
thanks.
loads of
It's
stuff.
a lovely shade.
Oh, thank you.
Because I always like a wee girly thing on a girl,
Aye,
like.
no, so that
Because
they know
everybody
that they're-
presumes they're boys.
They always presume they're a boy.
So you want something girly, like.
Oh, I'm the same. I do like you.
That's a nice shade. Bye. Hold on, Luna. This is hard to see, you know. There's definitely a path down there. I'm sure if Luna got in there, she'd find it. The wee path was down in there. You didn't have to climb a big hill like this. You're more or less walking far the riverbank up. I say it was ruby sleepers. It's more or less all gone now. I thought I was still seeing the ruby sleepers in the middle, but I don't see them now. But I say, fishermen will probably know where the wee path is. But probably it's, I can just take a ruby sleeper to rot. You think there's still a bit left there? And they were raised off the ground a wee bit. See, I guess ruby sleeper here, they're using for drainage. So they used to run a ruby sleepers. There's a ruby sleeper. So they piles of ruby sleepers back years ago. I suppose now there's short supply of ruby sleepers. People want them for the gardens and stuff, the fashion. They're actually selling brand new ruby sleepers. They're not real ruby sleepers. There's no sign of it now. No sign of the wee path. There it is there. There is the path there. I can't get down there. See if I look at this here now, see if it shows up. There's the ruby sleeper there, sitting sideways. And there's the other bit. So them's the runners. I'm not going to try to look at the GoPro. There's an all long piece there. There's a wee bit there. That's all you can see of the path. And it's just like a boardwalk, you know. There's a good example there, the sunshine now. So there's your beam sitting sideways, and there's the fence post going up. So that's the way the path used to go. And everything else with steps in it, no good for disabled. So they built this. I'll see if I can find the old steps that used to go up to the cliff path. Luna! The wee step, you won't get far. But you see, when they built the steps years ago, a man went down with a wee trowel, a wee spade, and laid stones by hand. And that's how they done it. Well, nowadays you've got to get concrete down like this. And concrete's alright as long as you can get a lorry down. But if you can't get a lorry there, it's no good. I like cement paths, I hate seeing stones getting washed into a river. I hate seeing stones coming from a quarry, being dumped down to get washed into the river, washed all over the bank, and more stones put down. I hate to see that. But at least if the river floods, a bit of concrete like this will be here in 50 years. The only thing that goes wrong with concrete is tree roots can break a bit of it. But that takes a while. Hi there. That's right, so I wonder if we get the if we leave here now in time, we could get the little and get you new clothes. I got that one because wrong, but she's well behaved. She can do now with a wee lady collar again. I know she's not going to run away on me now. Oh, we're bonded now. We have bonded. Even if I annoy her and she annoys me, we're a wee bond. I open the tins for her. She keeps me warm at night. Teamwork. See that fence to keep pups from getting down there? Like, it's not working with her. Luna! Luna! Let's probably get to the other side of it. That's my girl. I always found this wee bit of path boring here. When near the end, I always found it a bit boring. You get to this bit. But you always think they put a wee path, take a wee shortcut across that field. You buy that wee field up there and take a wee shortcut. Hope that this battery lasts about 10 minutes maybe. I'm sure if it doesn't last, we'll always tape it next time we're down. We're not far now at the visitor centre, but we're at the wrong side of the road for the visitor centre. I think what happens too when you get this part of the thing, you've already done your long walk, you're getting a bit tired, you don't hear the river, you can't see the river, it's just in there. You don't hear or see it. And the field blanked off. You know you're near the end, but you're not at the end. If you're a wee footbridge, you're at the end. But there's no footbridge, you're not at the end yet. Not at 10 minutes. There's the other side now, no skimming stones. Now what's the world got there when a Wayne can't get a couple of wee stones and try and skim them? That's a bit of talent, like. They all about Waynes and all stuck on their computers and all that there and phones. They don't even around to skim a stone. Now I never skimmed a stone in my time. I never had no talents like that. But it's nice sitting and watching one skimming stones. Something to watch. Nah, no more of that now. That art of skimming stones is going to be lost. New generation won't have a clue how to do it. Around this corner now would be the wee steps. Say they won't go anywhere now. Wouldn't be allowed nowadays. 99.9% of people won't even know they were there. Even back when I did them 20 years ago, folk didn't know they were there. See if I can find them now. Probably long overgrown. I took you to a wee path up on top of that cliff, but see the cliff's not there, it's all gone. It's all collapsed. You got puppy, Luna? How you doing?
How are you? You're not losing that bell.
She goes into the foliage all the time, so I so I can hear her. Well, this here now, look at this. Look. Look at the wee steps. Luna! Look at the wee steps there, like. That's before health and safety there. I'm surprised they're still here, you know. Say they're not going to go anywhere. I might go to a field, she might go to the field a bit next time. You're never going to get this built today. Different sizes now. No, hold on, pet. I want to see where we end up. And I would have brought you along the wee cliff path and brought you down to the road. Luna, can I put the lead on you, pet? Luna, because I don't know. There's fields up here, pet. Luna, Luna! No, but she could go over the cliff. Oh, what are you eating, Luna? What are you eating? What are you eating up here? Somebody, oh, I don't know. I think she's eating shite. There's a toilet roll or something there. Somebody come up here for a shite. See, human beings are the dirtiest animals, I'll tell you. Oh, Luna, what are you eating? I think she's eating human shite. Oh, God. So that's as far as we're going to get now, Luna. There's the cliff. The cliff's gone. The cliff has gone. So that's above the cliff. The actual path now is gone. The whole cliff has fell. The only place I can go now is the farmer's field. See, only animals going there. Farmers up. Mum will go back down again. So we're not going this way again. Shite like. Why does someone come up here for shite like? Oh, God. Luna, go back for seconds. Just go back for seconds like. I got a worming tablet from the vet the last day I was down. She's been wormed by the USPCA. I was not on her record. I seen the mom stick it into her mouth like before I left. So the day I got her from the USPCA, they were all half of them was up on holidays. They're on holiday mode. So the vet didn't have her records up to date. I even put when I asked for update the records, he put a wee thing in the bottom saying it weren't up to date, and he had it done at a different time. But the worming tablet wasn't in it. So £6 cost me for worming tablet. I didn't give it there. I went there 3 months was up. I didn't give it there. She's alright being, what's the point of overdosing with a worming tablet? But she's going to eat shite now, I might stick it in tonight. There you are now, she's got a wee trial and uncover them steps. Them there, if anything, is to get a wee bit of ground if you're farming for a wee picnic table up there so people can use these again. It would cost a fortune to pay somebody to build them nowadays. And there they have them not being used. You see the bottom of this cliff now, like it is completely gone. They built this ugly wall here to try and keep all the stuff back. So originally that was a pathway up there. You could have walked up on top of that and back down again. And then they built this wall here. There was a wee shelter and all there. And it's basically sliding down all the time, sliding. It's not collapsing, tumbling over, it's sliding. And you can see where it's sliding down, big lumps down, and this is supposed to restrain it. Because it came all over here this time, like. There's a wee shelter there. But I hate all these flowers and stuff. There's a spring well here. People used to come and drink the water, and then they put a sign up, do not drink. But it's a natural spring, so I don't know if you can drink from it now or not. A wee spring here. It's good for puppies. Luna, a wee drink of water. On this day, everybody will drink from this. I suppose if your farmer's spreading fertilizers and stuff above, bearing in mind they started using all these chemicals in World War II. They couldn't grow food fast enough. And that's 70 years, whatever it is. The pesticides are now coming through and into the water. Come on, Luna, 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 lead, lead, Luna, lead. There we go. Good girl. This is up the road now, but there's another wee path goes to the left. Just keeps you off the road, but wee shortcut. And then we come into the old bridge, which would have been the toll bridge. I brought the caravan down that road there. If anybody knows this place, very few people bring a caravan down there. I've crossed it many times in the caravan. You see the wee bridge we get down there? It's tight is the word, tight. And I think it's a blind corner. So if you meet somebody, they always panic. All people always, even when I come down there, my caravan's on my side of the road. A number of people in cars who freeze and stop driving and let me pass them. I don't want to attempt it, even though I'm on my own side. That wee tree's dead there. She's gone anyway. That fungus. So there's the powerhouse down over there now. We might just take a look at these wee buildings before we go any further, because she's well travelled now, like. And I get the battery for this GoPro. Right, for what I mean about the history, I read it somewhere. That's a corn store, not a corn mill, a corn store. So you see all the air vents above. There's a bleaching thing down there. Was that bleaching, and what does it do? A wee pool is filled it up. Whatever it done, it polluted the water and we dumped it. Look at that there. I've never noticed that before there. You know, I'm putting the GoPro on. I've never ever noticed that before. It's all overgrown. But that's 2-story, 3-story. Up here it looks like a wee cottage. That's actually 3 stories high, this building here. But apparently this building was used during the famine, and they're supposed to have served soup from the wee wonder here. So Wandsworth came here to get the soup. I say I seen an old programme, and the soup was only given free for a year. So that could be in the actual place, that house fire in front where it was actually cooked. And all the locals are getting it fixed up and all. The wee wonder nose propped up with wood, but they're getting it all pointed and all. It's nice to see them do that, keep them in one piece. That's all lime cement and all there. That's not your lime mortar. This bridge here, you see now you come in a caravan in here. It's a tight bend, like. You go down in a caravan. It's pretty wide at the corner, but people come around that wee house then, they see a car in a caravan, they freak out. Or if I come, I can pull right in there, like. But I've never got stuck yet. I'll say I've crossed this over 20 times, I've never got stuck. But I took the horn all, like, you know, a wee bit. If I come down here, I'll toot the horn, give people a bit of warning. But this here was the toll bridge. There's the actual gates on the bridge. Some boy would have came out and closed these gates here, like. How many country roads do you go along now with there's gates on the side, you close it off? Dogleap Bridge. This is the powerhouse here. Let's see what we can see now, Luna. Because people are fed up looking at you eating shit and stuff. Now you get a wee bit of history now. So the original mill would have stood on the site of this cafe. What size it was, I don't know. There's no pictures of it. But like, bear in mind, most other mills survive. And a lot of times these National Trust properties, it's usually the bigger buildings that collapse that we want to survive. So it could have been a big mill. So years ago that wee duck pond was deeper. Hardly any water going down it now. The water would have come down there, like, through the sill, all the branches out. There's your wee gates and all, they lift up and close down. And the big turbines run here. Powerhouse. That has never been open to the public. The museum's on the other side. There's a nice wee walk around here in the powerhouse. We'll just do it now, forget about the rest of it. Anybody wants to see that stuff, come down and do it yourselves. We're going to take this wee path here now. Very few people know about this wee path here. But if you come down behind the powerhouse, come on, that's why I pet. Come on, we're going behind it. Go behind the powerhouse. You walk underneath the road bridge. So that's basically your overflow there for the weir. Now, we think it always baffles me. I get baffled. I see things, I always want to know what they are, like. There's the back of your powerhouse there, like. We're going to hit the road bridge now. No health or safety here, like. You want to fall in, just go ahead and do it. It's like olden times. Wee viewing gallery there. There's no point in going up there, should not see nothing. But if you want to take a wee peek over, you can take a peek over here. Now you see that steel pipe up here? I always wonder why the steel pipe crossed. It goes across the river. But one thing I seen one time was somebody put that stone there. One thing I seen one time, that not all water power was water wheels. If you go to the Spade Mill up near Belfast, it's actually a water turbine. Now see that wee interesting spot there now? You can go down there, you see, a wee bit of a beach. But the thing that always baffled me here, it's here it's baffled me. Where is it now? Come on over here a wee minute, Luna. Look at that rock, the way it's smoothed off. That rock looks to me like it's been smoothed off with swirling water. See over there, swirling. See where it's carved. And there's a pipe up there. And where did the water go? So you know, did water ever pour down here? I don't know, maybe not. But you wonder why. See there, see where it's all curved off, like water has been flowing here. And if water's been flowing, then why is that sharp corner? You can't really make it out. But was that place where water ran back into the river at one time? It looks to me like it's cut out there. It looks like it's cut out with water. But then there's other bits in sharp. So I don't know. There's another bit of a mull down in here. A couple of old buildings. So were they mills? Were they water powered? Did they get water from pipes or what? How did the water get to them? Was there a mull thing here, a mull wrist here? I don't know. But like, why else would you build it away down here? Like, it's not the easiest point to get there. Over there, the water crosses across there, and there's a mull wrist, and it comes out into the river over here. You just see a bit of concrete. This place is full of it everywhere. You see it's very hard to make out here when you're over there. But like, what was it feeding? I don't know. But I mean, man, that lump of concrete, if I make out in the camera, it's very hard. I'm up on the camera, I can barely see the picture. I'm going by the tree. The building down in here now, this is where the battery went flat. We're looking at our concrete thing on the far side. You need to go to the far side to see it proper, and even then there's not a lot to see. And what's she looking at now, like? She's looking at the stars! You're trying your hardest to chase something. Yeah, I need to get a whip. Something along. Ah! Back on this side! Luna! Get in! No, but she loses all concentration. I don't mind to go down the riverbank, have a sniff. But she's not going to the riverbank. She's looking at the trees and going towards the riverbank. She's like, "Fall on." It has to be maybe a bird. Too fast for a squirrel there. But there's a 3-story building here at the end of this wee path. Right next to the river. Who'd want to build a house there, like? So it has to be something to do with a mill or something. It needs the water for something. 3 stories. And if it used water, how did the water come there? This one in here. And there's a wee house up there. Maybe the wee boy lived in the wee house up there and came down here to his work. So it's been extended at one time. It started off mostly stone, the very top floor. So it would have been 2-story originally. And then the very top floor was added on with bricks. But that was normal back years ago. They'd always extend on the mills. The Industrial Revolution, expand it and all that. Like, what kind of building would that be? You see the door there in the middle? And that wee path going around the corner and all. You see, I've never gone around here. Okay, Luna's not here now anyway. Yeah. So you can see there, look. Luna, stay. What would that there building have been there? You don't see like big fireplaces or nothing. That might have been a wee bit of fire, I don't know. You don't see big fireplaces, big windows. It had to be some kind of mill. There's that bottom window down there. Is that angle? Is that a window or is that a door? That might be a doorway. And there's an angle. It's not straight like the rest. Probably a doorway, you know. And then we had a wooden floor, and then there's stairs going down to the basement outside the river. So I needed access to the river. But don't know what it was or how it worked. Luna! Luna! Come on! Luna! I'll probably see a black speck floating down the river now. Luna! No, but like, why not bother trying to let her off the lead, like? One bird, like, instead of she loses the plot. Luna! I'm going! Luna! Thing is, she can climb up that very easily. She can put up the top next. Luna! I'm going! I was about to count to 3, so I was. I was very close to counting to 3. Come on, up these steps. I'm not going to give you, that's why I'm not going to give you a treat that time. You took too long. I just can't give you a treat for turning up when you're sushi. Now this wee house here, there was one time I was here and there was, I don't know, exchange students or what they were. The boy was come here anyway, and he slept in that for the night. He had the wee fire and all that. Wee sleeping bag. That wee place is just an empty shell. But it's got a wee fire, I had the fire lit. Ah. But back in them days, what did you need? A wee stove. The stove heated everything, cooked everything. You only had one set of clothes, 2 sets of clothes, you went to church. Now this here was an old campsite, but it's not, bear in mind how tight the bridge is. You wouldn't need to have a big caravan. Don't know who owned it, whether the council owned NIE. I think the NIE must have owned it, but they don't have any campsites anywhere else, and none of the other ones that I know about. Now bear in mind, this is a campsite, there wouldn't have been as many trees in the middle. But I remember once camping in here. I was young in them days. And we'll just take a wee walk around here. This circle path was here. You could have drove around in a circle and caravans and all would have parked in the, you wouldn't have parked the caravan in there. They would have parked at the side. So you would have been in tents and all here. And that's the wee shower block and toilets there. This has been added on recently, education thing. I don't know what these weans are going to learn like. It's just a day off school. This is all new paths and all. These paths weren't here when the campsite was here. This has all been added on. But these toilets were open again when they renovated the other toilets. And the toilets are in this bit of the wing here. The men would have 2 toilet bowls, urinals, and the third door at the end has no sign on it. That would have been the shower. You had 1 shower. So the toilets on that side, men and women's toilets, I say 1 shower each. The other side then you had your laundry. The wee signs and all was ticking off those staff women all on. But you would have had your laundry on in there, so you would have. But there's a sink and all in there. The kitchens, that's the kitchen there or there. Door on the far side. So your wee kitchen, you had your laundry, I think the laundry was in there. But for all the size of this wee site here, they had a laundry. The Forestry Service in Drum Manor have a big site and no laundry. Luna, I'm on this way now. So there's our car now. Luna, I'm on this way. So you drove in there, right round, and drove back out again. So you didn't do a full circle. You drove in, you drove out. There was no arsing about here, like. You just stop your car. Where am I going to pitch? There was a wee bit of road went at a diagonal, and caravans would have stopped in that. It was made of bricks. They used it then for stones and all that. Luna, we're going to go walkies down this way. We're doing extra walkies, Luna. Come on, Luna, come on. We're doing extra walkies. Probably these stones are now, it's all grass, but that was, wasn't tarmac, it was like bricks. So if you imagine a slice taking out here diagonal, and you've got 2 caravans on it. Basically them 2 rocks are there now. We've parked a couple of caravans here. It's a nice wee spot. They have a wee campsite, like, and like, I suppose no electric hookups or nothing now. Like, everybody wants the mod cons. But now the council now have been on. That's a big, massive campsite. So that's where the council want people to go.